Shalom friends, Jeremy Gimpel here. Donald Trump just had his first interview with the Israeli press about the Israel-Gaza war. And here's what makes Donald Trump different and better than President Biden when it comes to Israel and global policy. Check this out.
Our first question is whether you support Israel's goal to completely destroy Hamas.
Okay, so let me just explain why it's so sad. If I were president, you would have never been attacked because Iran was broke. They had no money. China couldn't buy oil from them because otherwise China wouldn't be able to deal with the United States. I said to China, I said to many nations, 47 nations, I spoke to many of them personally, if you buy oil from Iran, you will not do any business in the United States and we're going to tariff your products. Every single one of them agreed. I didn't lose one, not one. And Iran did almost no oil business. You know that. Nobody would buy oil because of me. They were broke. They had no money for Hamas. They had no money for Hezbollah. They had no money for anybody. And now they're sitting with $221 billion in cash, and they control Iraq, which has $300 billion in cash. It's like a subsidiary. Whether you like it or not, it's like a subsidiary because stupidly the United States went in and blew everything up. You know, you had two countries that were sort of equal in power, and one of them got blown up by the United States, and now Iran has a big advantage in the Middle East over a lot of other countries. When I saw October 7th, it was one of the saddest things I've ever seen because there was no reason for it. They would have never, ever done that for two reasons. Number one, they were broke, and number two, I was the president. They would have never done that because they knew there would have been very big consequences. All right, that being said, you have to finish up your war. You have to finish it up. You got to get it done. And I'm sure you'll do that. And we got to get to peace. You can't have this going on.
You see, Donald Trump says something that President Biden would never say. The Hamas is a subsidiary of Iran. The Hezbollah is a subsidiary of Iran. Israel is right now at war, not with an organization called Hamas, but with the global jihad. You see, it's not a Jewish-Muslim thing. It's not a Muslim-Christian thing. Actually, it is a war against a perverted Islam. It is the evil of the world of this generation. It's the uncivilized. It is the barbaric. It's the forces of the world that worship blood and death and rape and torture. And people that believe in God can see easily the forces of good and the forces of evil. And that's what makes President Trump different. He recognizes that we are at a war with evil.